I think this 11-point agenda highlight two things very clearly. Number one, the philosophy, Chinese philosophy of peace building and the philosophy behind this global security initiative. That means China believes in dialogue and development simultaneously, but keeping non-interference at the heart of all actions. I think this is the message first. Second, it shows China is really serious to solve the issues. China is not talking about the big things. China is talking about the things which are required. If you go through all the elements of this agenda, the two things go parallel. Number one, dialogue. Number two, development opportunities. So China is talking sense because you need development to convince the people and to have a dialogue with them and convince them peace is the better because bring the development. I think it can be understood what has been written in the 11-point agenda. So the China is saying we need to convert Afghanistan from landlocked country to land-linked country. I think that is the core. When Afghanistan will become land-linked country, it will bring enormous opportunities for the people of Afghanistan, and it will bring the opportunity to build the infrastructure. That is the core purpose of Belt and Road Initiative. So China wants to bring it here and to build the infrastructure that is fundamentally required now. Infrastructure does not mean only roads or railways. Infrastructure means infrastructure for the water management, infrastructure for the agriculture supply chain, and infrastructure for the energy. So everything, I think it should be, I think it would be a wonderful thing if Afghanistan come under the BRI. And the good thing is Afghanistan is showing the interest, and that will also create a direct opportunity for Pakistan, for the CPEC. Through if there is the opportunity to bring the BRI to Afghanistan, definitely it will be another opportunity to link China-Pakistan Economic Corridor to China, Central Asia and West Corridor. So it will act as a hub of the connectivity for the two corridors. It will be a win-win proposition. I think China is already implementing the best available policy, where China is talking about dialogue and development. On one side, you tell the people what are the benefit of the peace. You will enjoy the development. You will enjoy the better life. You will have a chance of decent livelihood, and you will have a chance to live in a peace with the whole world. But simultaneously, China is saying, let's make a dialogue with the element who are the hardcore militants, who does not believe in the peace or who does not believe in the development. We also have to convince them. So the best available option is provide people with a better livelihoods, with the better economic opportunities, with a dream of the development and the dream to move on the human indicators. That will give a chance to the peace. I think that is the best part of this policy. I think when China has proposed to USA to play its role, I think it is the third indicator of global security initiative. We talk about coordinated efforts. So China want to make sure that policy should not be exclusive. Policy should be inclusive. All the actors should join hands to address a challenge. And USA being the main accused of this problem, USA have to play its role. Because the foreign assets which has been frozen, that is the USA. And those assets are highly required for the people of Afghanistan. Afghani people, they are facing the food insecurity. Their health system is deteriorating. Education system is deteriorating. So they need humanitarian assistance. And the best way is that give them their resources. What has been frozen by the US? USA should first, as a first step, immediately should unfreeze those resources. Second, being if USA says it's a responsible major power, then USA have to share the burden, and they have to play an active role to address the challenge which they have created. And they have to come and invest in the humans, and they have to de-securitize their mindset. They should work through the lens of economic development. I think it will help not only to Afghanistan, but also to maintain a peace at the bigger level in the region and the global level. And that is required right now. I think China has all the justification to ask the USA to just play its role according to its responsibility. I think the key the fundamental thing to solve the Afghan issue is provide them the economic opportunities, provide them the development opportunities. And the best thing is China is offering to the Afghanistan, let's join the Belt and Road Initiative, which will bring the economic and the development opportunities. Without development opportunities, we cannot dream about the peace. I think that is a fundamental thing. They have to come together and they have to work on the economic and development opportunities for the Afghan people. One thing. Second, non-interference. Don't tell them what type of the governance system you need. Let them decide what governance model work for them. It is not only for Afghanistan, it is also for every country in the world. Let them decide what is the best governance system for them to govern their countries. So for Afghanistan also, work on the development, economic opportunities, and let them to decide what type of the governance system they want. We have seen in the past US and the Western countries, when they visit the countries with the name of democracy and the governance, women's rights, human rights, actually they destroy the country. It is not only Afghanistan. You look around the Libya, you look around Syria, Iraq, and you can go and find the names. So let them decide about their governance system and support them with the economic and the development opportunities. I think it will bring a sustainable peace in Afghanistan, which will be beneficial for the region and the world.